from the Career and Internship Services Center.
Hi, Olivia.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Jennifer, can you tell us about the Career and Internship Services Department?
Sure. Career and Internship Services is located in B202, and we have a great department, great team of counselors and staff working to support students, alumni needs, as well as we work with faculty and employers in the industry. We have a variety of different ways that we work with students and alumni. We have career and internship counseling. We have a job fair every semester, on-campus recruitment program. We work with students on getting credited internships as well. Am I forgetting anything, Tardis?
LinkedIn workshops. We have the LinkedIn workshops by two of our great counselors to help students develop their LinkedIn profiles, because we know LinkedIn is a very important part of career development and getting the word out about you to potential employers and in the industry.
And to bounce off that, what is career development and why is it so important for students to get on top of it early?
Career development is what it sounds like it is. It's about developing your career. But what you don't think about necessarily when you think of your career is your whole life. You know, it's not just about your career, it's about what kind of life you want to have for yourself personally, and what kind of education and learning you need to do to start your career and then to grow your career, once you're in your career.
So, do you recommend students do a credit-bearing internship, and if so, why?
I do. I think it's very important that students do a credit-bearing internship, and if they can't do a credit-bearing internship, because as Jennifer talked about, it's about career development and what your life allows you to do at different points, but a paid internship also. So students have the opportunity to do a credit internship or a paid internship. And I highly recommend students do this, because what it does, it builds upon the experiences that they're gaining in the classroom, what they're learning in the classroom, and really directly applying it in the industry. So our accredited internships are a great start as they begin to build their portfolio in the realm of career development.
And if students aren't able to do an internship, whether it's paid or credit, they also could work with us to find a paid part-time job while they're in school. So we have career counselors that they can make an appointment with to help them with their resume and cover letter and help them look for a paid part-time job as well.
That's really interesting. That's cool. Can you tell us more about the process to obtain that internship?
Sure. The process is that you actually start a semester before you want to do your internship. So if you're looking to intern in the springtime, in the fall, you will start working with our office to create your profile in our system, and you'll upload some certain documents, view an orientation currently, and then you get assigned to a counselor, and your counselor will help you with your resume and cover letter, show you what kind of opportunities we have available, and just really help you every step of the way until you've accepted your internship. After that, in this next semester when you're doing your internship, you take an internship class. And that class really helps you make the most of your internship, as well as gives you an opportunity to learn about other people's internships. So you'd be in a class with up to 23 other students interning at a variety of companies in a variety of different areas, and the students could be from any major at the school.
Awesome. And from this process, do you guys get any feedback usually?
Oh yes, as you know, your peers readily provide feedback and suggestions. And we look at those suggestions and we take it to heart. And some of the feedback that we receive from students is that they would like the overall credit-bearing internship process to be simplified, which is very important, and we recognize that also. And so what we're doing now currently is looking at how can we simplify the process so that it's much simpler for students as they seek to do accredited internship at any point throughout their tenure at FIT.
And in terms of addressing their feedback, is that something that you would think is making it a little better? Or
yes, one of the things we've done so far is, in terms of addressing feedback, is in the past there was an in-person orientation that students had to participate in. And starting in the spring of 2015, it moved to an online orientation, so that students aren't mandated to come to campus and sit in a room and listen to our career development specialists as they present this orientation, but students can now view this orientation online. One of the things we're going to do going forward is no longer make that something whereby you have to complete this orientation before you get assigned a counselor, but allow students to view it in their own time, in their own space, and ask them to view it before they meet with their internship counselor. So it's really beginning to streamline the process and make it a lot easier for students.
Yeah, that seems like it's really convenient compared to prior. How many credit internships obtained through the credit and internship centers lead to full-time employment?
Jennifer?
About 1/3 of the credit internships lead to employment after the student completes the internship. But it's important to remember, especially when you look at career development, that the internship's goal is not for you to get a full-time job. And a lot of students really stress out about having that internship turn into a job. But the internship can help you with developing your network, help you understand what kind of company you might prefer working with, whether it's big or small, corporate, entrepreneurial, and even what area in the industry you want to work in. Maybe you always thought you wanted to be a buyer, and then after doing a buying internship, you're like, no, want to try something else. So it's really a learning experience to help you learn and grow, and those skills you learn at the internship will help you in finding a job in the future.
It's also important to understand that students can do an internship, participate in a credit-bearing internship at the AAS level or at the bachelor level. So some of those jobs or some of those offers don't really translate into employment because students plan to continue on into their bachelor level if they were offered employment at the AAS level.
And what are some of your future plans for the department?
Oh, that's a great question. Some of the future plans include continuing to streamline the process and make the process that much more efficient for students so that it's a truly simplified experience for students as it relates to credit-bearing internships. Overall, as it relates to career development, really getting the unit out there so that students understand that resume writing, cover letter writing, LinkedIn workshops, all of that goes into building your career development experience, and we want to get out there front and center so students really understand what it is that the Career and Internship Center does, not just internships, but career development.
Awesome. That was also very informative. Thank you, Jen and Tardis, for being here today and letting us know all about that. If you'd like to know more, feel free to visit B202. They will be there to answer all of your questions, or you can check out the website. Thank you for watching FIT TV.